Hello, and welcome to my makeshift critique corner. Um, Today I'm critiquing a carved plaster sculpture that one of my peers did in class. So I just went on to that discussion post and found one that I wanted to critique. So for a description, we're looking at a rectangular vertical sculpture, obviously made out of white plaster medium. Its primary contour is an hourglass shape, and it's flat at the top and the bottom. And this creates a pointed shape at the top that resembles a star when hovering over the work. The exterior form is boxy and has ridges, while vertical concaves cover the surface of the sculpture, and those create pointed edges where the contours meet, and that helps define the movement of the piece. The carved out channels are uniform, and they're all twisting in the same upward motion around the plaster. And yeah, it looks heavy, it looks solid, it's absolutely a static piece, but is trying to invoke motion. To analyze it, it looks like she tried to keep the form really simple, the artist, leaving the primary and secondary contours super evenly balanced. I think the simplicity of the piece keeps the viewer focused on the smooth texture and the eye line movement, and it seems like that's what she really wanted to focus on. They manipulated the original form just enough to give us somewhere to go, and not much after that. For interpretation, I feel like she definitely focused on just a shape in motion, whatever that shape would be. The concave channels we see really portray the upward, like almost swooping motion of the sculpture. And I think she made it to spark curiosity and intrigue the viewers to look at the sculpture from all angles. And for judgment, it's a super abstract piece, a super abstract project. So really all of the judgment and interpretations are going to be just my own creative conscious, but the first thing I thought of was somebody being spaghettified, which is a real term in astronomy or outer space terms. Someone being spaghettified, just zoop and going away. I'm getting like kind of a yin yang, the way it leans opposing from each other, kind of like it's teetering, and when you get a good angle of it, they look pretty opposite in that way, the lines. Another thing I thought of was when you're playing Super Smash Bros. And your avatar, your character, pops up on the map, and there's like sparkles and twinkles, and they just kind of appear on the map. That's what I'm getting from this. And yeah, overall, I think it's a really good piece. I do think it's a bit heavy. I would love to see some worked edges on the top just to really hide the original shape of the block, and maybe some variation in the depths of the concaves. They're definitely concave, but they're still on the surface, so maybe just some diversity there. But yeah, overall a good piece, and it was a really, really hard project that was technically challenging. So the fact that the artist managed to finish the sculpture and get the effects that they were going for without breaking it and still getting the smooth texture, I think she nailed it. It's a good piece.